Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big happy family. I use, for the most part, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal brands. They're 4-ply, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton, but Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker, so your patterns become a bit bigger. My colors here go by number, not by name. So this beautiful, gorgeous blue, almost like my nails, number 30, and I use 2.75 hook, small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, a pair of scissors. I also would like to mention that I do have a private crochet group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there and myself, you're more than welcome, as long as you have a profile pic. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is just click there. If you're not subscribed yet and you like the channel, please subscribe. Hit that subscription button. It is free. Everything is free. Tutorials are free. And don't forget to hit that bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please also give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. And any suggestion, questions, please feel free. If I don't answer you right away, it's because we're in a different time zone. I'm in Europe. So we are going to get started. I also would like to mention, if the video is too fast for you, you could always slow it down, turn your closed caption on, pause, take notes, or just pause, look at what you're doing, see if it matches what is on the screen. I do have a link if you don't know how to do these things to slow down the video. There's a link in the description box, 2 minutes. I show you how to do that and also how to zoom in so you can see the stitch properly. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Let's get started. I almost forgot. So there's a lot of people that question me about these balls of thread. These are 100%, of course, cotton thread. They're 100 grams, equivalent to 325 yards. They're $12 a ball. Minimum of order is 6 to cover the shipping cost, because it's horrendous from here to there to out in the world. Besides being Europe, if you're European, obviously, it's cheaper because you're part of the Euro Union. Okay? Okay, everyone. So we're going to create a table runner. But you could also create this as a rug by using macrame thread, which would be perfect for the rug, and on the thicker side, right? It's becomes automatically bigger, obviously, when you're using thicker threads, and also becomes heavy enough that you don't have to cover the rug with a bottom piece for not slipping. So I'm going to create it in white and this beautiful yellow, which is number 16. It's the canary yellow. A lot of you know that here in Portugal, we go by the color number and not color name, okay? I'll be using a 2.75 hook. You can very well use also a 3. These are 4-ply, 100% cotton threads. And I'd like to mention that all the information of threads and hook sizes and things like that, and the measurements will be below in the description box. Just click the little arrow that's like a V shape facing down right below the video. Click there, it opens up, and then it says more. Click on more, and you have all the information below. Okay, so let's get started. If you're not subscribed, please do so and hit that bell notification. And please give a thumbs up on the video. It does help to circulate the video quite a bit. So I'm going to start it off in the white. And of course, you'll need a pair of scissors and a small one to tuck in, a small hook to tuck in loose ends. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone, so I decided not to use white. I'm going to use the beige color, okay? Just because this is for someone and they prefer the beige instead of the white. So I'm going to do chain stitch. I don't know how many yet because I have to see the length because it will be a big runner for the table. It's for an 8 to 12 seater, but you can do as a smaller one with 55 chain stitch. Okay, I'm going to go bigger than 55 chain stitch. I'll let you know at the end how many I have. The increase is by 5 chain. So I've done 100 chain stitch. Okay, always look ahead of the video. Some changes can occur and we can fix it on the spot, or mistakes or anything like that. So now I'm going to come back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into my 5th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to do double crochet all the way to the end. 1 per stitch. Okay, now when I did my chain stitch, I've loosened it up a bit. I don't want it too tight so we can have everything else fit in properly. If you need to use a bigger hook, if your tension is tight, then go ahead and use a bigger hook. It is like pouring rain here today. Well, for the past days, week, you know, I think out of the week we had one day that was nice. It's just pouring rain. It's coming down and it's like 8 degrees. I'm out of the island visiting family up north in the mainland of Portugal. And so beautiful countryside, but let me tell you, compared to the island, the tropical, you know, it's quite cold for me and raining. But thank God for fireplaces, right? Okay, so 1 per stitch. Okay, everyone, so I have 96 double crochets. I'm going to do 4 chain. And I'm going to come into that first double crochet we did with slip stitch. Okay, now we're going to do 1 double crochet per stitch. Now, coming into this one here, I like to use a smaller hook just because my tension is always very tight, but I have to loosen my stitch because it is a smaller hook in order to get the same height. Okay, so I'm coming back. So we've closed it with slip stitch. I did chain 3 into the next one. Of course, I'm using that loop from the chain stitch, the very first chain stitch I did. Okay, so for that reason I'm using a smaller hook, or else I'll have a hard time with my own hook, because even though I made a loose stitch, my tension is still quite tight. So I want to make sure that I grab that loop back there. Okay, so we did 96 double crochets. And we must do again 96 double crochets. Okay, that's not counting the little loop that we did. All right, so from this double crochet to this double crochet without the chain stitch of the loop, we have 96. If we need to make an adjustment as we go, we will. We don't need to take it down. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I've done my 96 double crochets exactly how I have it on this row. Now we're going to go inside of that loop, and I'm going to do 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want to put a marker on it, in order not to get confused, you can put 4 markers. 1 here on the 96th, and on both sides, and here also, just so you don't get confused with the rest of the other ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And boy, let me tell you, I missed my thread and my hook. I was working on the baby dresses with different thread and different size of hook. So I have the 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now I've started double crochet over double crochet again until we get to the other corner and do the 9 double crochets inside of the other loop on the other end of this row. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. And this would be like row 1. I'm not counting the middle one because the middle one is just to get it started. And this obviously follows through. Okay, so we'll count this as row 1 for now. It might change up later on the depending the motifs that I will be creating. And like I said, if you want to do a smaller version, you can start with a 50 chain stitch, and of course by using thinner thread and smaller hook, everything becomes smaller. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished also the 9 double crochets on this end. And now I'm going to come back in the same stitch. I'm going to stretch my thread with a single and 1 chain. So that's my first double crochet. We're going to continue to do double crochets, the 96 double crochets until the end. And then it's going to change. We're going to start increasing at the edges. Okay, so I'll meet you at the edge where we have the 9 double crochets at the edge. Okay, so this is just a repeat of double crochet over double crochet, continuing to do the 96 double crochets. In my case, for you, it could be whatever amount you got there after doing your 55 chain stitch. If I'm not mistaken, I think it should be 51 if you're doing the 55 chain stitch. It should be 51 double crochets. Okay? Okay, everyone, so I've completed my 96 double crochets. I'm coming into that first double crochet that we did in the oval. In the little chain here, we did 9 double crochets. We're having an increase of 2 double crochets per stitch. So that means you should have a total of 18 double crochets at the edges, 2 in the same stitch. And then again, on the other side, you're going to complete the 96 double crochets. So the increase really is just here at the oval part. Next row, we're changing the motif, which I already had completed my other side, so the video can advance. So 2 double crochet per stitch on the 9 double crochets. Okay, so 18 double crochets. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now we're going to close it with a slip stitch. On my last chain here. Then I'm going to stretch my thread a bit. I'm going to come back into the same one, stretch it again, single and a little bit stretched again, and 1 chain. That's my first double crochet. But if you feel comfortable in doing your 3 chains as your normal when you start your first double crochet, go ahead, okay? So now we're going to create groups of 3, I believe. Actually, it's groups of 4 double crochets, 1 chain space. Skip a stitch into the next one and create again your groups of 4. So basically, we are, not counting the middle one, we are 1, 2, 3. We are on row 3. 4 double crochets. 1 chain, skip 1 stitch into the next one, and proceed again with the 4 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the very last one. We'll see if we need to make adjustments. If we do, we will. If not, then perfect. Okay. Okay, everyone. So pretty much finished doing all my groups. I have 19 groups. And we're going to have to make just a little adjustment here. So normally we skip one and go into the next one. This time we're going to skip 2 on one chain stitch only and coming in to the next one. Okay. And then 1 per stitch. We're doing those groups here at the edge, but we're only skipping here at the beginning. 1 chain. Next stitch, we are not skipping any stitches. 1, 2, and 3. 1 chain space into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. 1 chain and continue on without skipping a stitch here at the bottom. So I'm reaching the end here to create my next groups. I have from the corner. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're still on top of those increases. So I have 1, 2. I'm just going to create another double crochet here in the same stitch just to get that group going. And then 1 chain. So remember we had skipped 2 on this side, and we're doing the same thing for this side. Okay, just to make sure that we follow through with the same lining of the double crochet. Okay. Or actually, no. I don't know what I was thinking. We have to do that on the other end, skipping the 2 space at the other end, not here. So we're going to skip 1 and create those 4 double crochets. We need to skip it is at the other end, not this end. Okay, so 7 motifs here at the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just 1 chain that we're skipping and 1 chain space between them and create the 4. And only when you get here that you will have to make the adjustment to skip 2 space and then go directly into that first of the increase that we have at the edge. Okay, as long as you total the 19 groups the same way as we have here, we're good to go. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 19 on this side, and I've arrived just right on the last double crochet, so I don't have to jump anything. I don't know why. But anyway, it works out for me. 1 chain, coming on that first double crochet with double crochet, into the next one, and into the next one. So we have 3. 1 chain, not skipping any now, just continuing to do the 3 double crochet groups, only at the edge. 1 chain, and again. As long as we have the 7, 1, 2, 3 groups at this edge too. Four. And I kept calling out 7 groups, but it's not 7 groups, I'm sorry. It's 6 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I had 7 in my head. It's just days like that, people. What can I say? Okay, so I'm closing up on the last chain. Again, stretching my thread. Now, we don't want to overstretch it, look lumpy, but stretching it a bit. Single and 1 chain. I'm coming into the next double crochet. So we're just repeating double crochet over double crochet, and we're going to have increases at the edges. Okay? So 1 per stitch as we did. We are 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 4. We're not counting the center one. We're counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 chain, and again, come into the next one and do double crochet over double crochet. Okay? Our increases will be at the edges again. 1 chain space. And 1 per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. I wish I could take out this towel because I know the white on there. My problem is sometimes I get that light reflection from my light that's up above, so you guys can see better, especially when I'm recording at night, or if it's shadow. If it gets shadow in this room, I need that special light. But sometimes it reflects here on the bottom, and I don't like that. Okay, but we'll try it this way. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. Crochet over double crochet, 1 chain. On the first one here where we have the 3, we're at the edges, the oval. We're doing 1 per stitch. And on the last one, we're doing 2 together. So we're doing an increase, 1 chain, and repeat the same thing. And we'll do the same thing on the other side also. So whatever you do on one side, you have to do it on the other. And that's the sides, of course. And at the oval, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, and 2 on the last one. So we should have 4 double crochet now on the ovals. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. 1 chain, and we're going to continue to do the increase on the last double crochet on the oval sides, both sides. So I'm on the last one here, and 1 more in the same stitch. That's my increase. And then again, continue 1 per stitch. By the way, I did continue to do this row. Okay, so I've closed in and continue because it's just a repeat now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, row 5. I'm going to continue to, everything stays the same. The only thing that changes is here on the oval. We have to keep increasing on the last double crochet, 2 on the same stitch. So we started with 2, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do a few more rows up, so repeating the same way as we've been doing, always an increase. You could always advance the video to see how many rows I've created, okay, because now it's just a repeat. There's no point of keep recording the same thing over and over. It takes too much of the memory on my mobile, okay, so it's just 1 per stitch, and then the last one, 2 together. And where on the sides we have the 4 groups, well, that's double crochet over double crochet, 1 chain space between them. So very simple. And I'll meet you at the end of my rows that I have to complete. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did my rows. We're going to go into the next row. Now, if I count right from the very center one, the very first after the chain stitch we did, I have 1. That's where we have the little loop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows. Okay? Now, this next row, the 12th row, is going to be just double crochet over double crochet. And where we have our one chain space, we're going to do one double crochet. Okay, so inside of the chain space, one double crochet, and then one per stitch. Because then we're going to start creating our tulip flowers and have the stems and all that. Which I'll be using, of course, forgot to mention at the beginning, the light green, lime green, something like that. Okay, so one per stitch and one inside of the one chain. I'll meet you at the edge. Okay, everyone, so I've gotten here where the motifs are, and I'm still, no, I'm not going to do any increase because we are doing one in the center, okay? So you continue to do one double crochet per stitch, and I'm not doing any increase, okay? If we need to adjust anything afterwards on the next row, we will. And one inside of the chain stitch, okay? So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to come in with brown, and I'm going to create a little effect to this row. I don't have a 4-ply on this brown, so I have to use 2 strands of a thinner thread, which is okay, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to come where I had started off by doing 3 double crochets. So a single 2 chain, I think it's too much. I'll do a single 1 chain because this is a little bit thicker also since using 2 strands. Okay, into the next one, double crochet. So I'm going to be building groups of 3 double crochet here. And the thing is, when you're using 2 strands, you have to be extremely careful because then you lose one of the strands behind. That's the only thing that's not comfortable, but you know, we use what we have, what we can. So, okay, so 3 double crochet. Now I'm going to come and do a sideways. You've seen me do this for people that follow me a very long time on the sideways double crochet. I don't know why my lighting is like not the best today. I have no idea why. I've tried different options here. Let me see. Okay, I think this one's probably better. So 3 double crochet, and I'm going to work on the back double crochet here and pull my thread. We don't want it to be pulling with a double crochet, sideways double crochet. Okay, I'm going to skip a stitch. Not even going to worry about that. I'll cut that afterwards. I'm going to skip a stitch and coming in to the next one and doing double crochet. Again, creating those groups. Remembering why we're skipping a space, because we have to do the back double crochet. So, but of course, there's a lot of people that come to the channel, are new here and don't know this technique yet. Coming into the back one, pull your thread. And this is so annoying. And my scissors giving up on me. It's time to get a new one. It has overworked, I think. Okay, so again, skip a stitch into the next one and double crochet. So we're building 3 double crochet. Okay, and now I'm going to work on the one we skipped. Coming back into that one we skipped, stretch your thread to the same height as the other double crochets and do a sideways double crochet. Skip a stitch, and again, 1, 2, and 3. Coming backwards, we're going to do this all the way around. Skip a stitch, create 3, double crochets, and coming backwards, stretch your thread to the same height as the other ones. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished this one. Now this one we had only 2 stitch. So what I did was I added 2 on the same one, and of course hooked or did my last one on the first one we did, as you can see. So no biggie, it just, and then closed in up here with slip stitch. So I'm going to cut my thread and change color. So I'm coming back with my cream color again, and this row we're going to do just double crochet over double crochet, and you can pretty much start anywhere you'd like. So I'm doing my single and 1 chain. You can do single 2 chain or just 3 chain going up, however you start your row. So just double crochet over double crochet, and I'll meet you at the edge. I'll see if it starts pulling. We probably have to do the increases at the edges on the round to make sure that the pattern doesn't start curving and bending. So double crochet over double crochet, and I'll meet you at the edge. Okay, everyone, so as you can see, I've done all my double crochets, and we are just here where we used to do the increase. Remember when we're doing the 2 together here? So I'm on the same level as this one here, so I'm going to do another one, an increase on the same one, just because I don't want my pattern to be folding. Okay, if we need to make an adjustment on the next row, we will. It's much easier than to have it bending. Okay, and we're going to do that to all of the motifs here on the edge. So 2 together on the last one, meaning that we'll do it here. We have this one here, so we'll just add 2 together on this one. Okay. Now, as you can see, the one that's here on the last one would be the sideways, but we're not going to add it here. We'll just add it on the very first one right after. Okay. And then continue on and do the same thing to the other side. 2 double crochet in the same stitch. On the very last one, we're closest to it. So this one, as you can see, would end up right here, but I'm going to do it on the last one here. Okay, so that's the closest to that edging. It would make more sense. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished. And now we're going to come on the same one. Make sure that my camera is not off. Sometimes I don't look at the camera. So single one chain would be my first double crochet. We're going to be doing groups of 5, but this first one I'm only doing 3. When we come back, I'll complete the other 2 just to have it look more normal, if you want to put it that way. 2, 3, 4 chain, okay? I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and I'm coming in the 4th. And now I'm going to start doing those groups of 5 double crochet, 1 per stitch, okay? So we're going to repeat this all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th. And repeat the 5. Okay, everybody. So I'm basically getting into the oval part at the edge, my first motive. Now I've done my 5 double crochets. I've done my 4 chain. And we have to make a little change here at the curve because it's going to start pulling too much. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th. And this is just like almost at the very tip of the first motive there. We're going to do an increase inside of the same one on the last one here. So we did 4 chain, we skipped 3 space, went into the 4th. I have 4 double crochets and I'm doing 1 more on the last one. So I'm creating 5 just the same. 1, 2, and 3 chain, okay? And I'm going to skip 1, 2, coming into the 3rd one. And this one I'm not doing the increase, but the next one I am. Okay, the only difference is we're skipping only 2 and not 3. Just to make sure that we don't get the pattern pulling. So I did my 5. 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, come into the 3rd, and I'm doing an increase on the same stitch. So we are alternating one group with increase and one group with no increase. 4 and 5 on the same one. Okay. We also have to have even groups at the end. So if we need to make an adjustment, then we will. Okay, we have to have even numbers of groups. 1, 2, and 3. Skip 1, 2 into the 3rd one. And we are not doing the increase on this one. We will only do it on the next one. So the first one has an increase. No increase, increase, no increase. 1, 2, and 3. Skip 1, 2, and come on your 3rd. Now this one we're doing the increase. Just so that curve doesn't pull too much and curve up on us, right? So increase, so same stitch, 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, skip again. 1, 2, into the 3rd one. This one, no increase. And it looks not pulling at all, stays flat. 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2 into the 3rd one. So we're going to do an increase on this one. and we have 4 double crochets, 1 more on the same stitch. Okay, and I'm going to continue, and I'm going to stop on my last motive. Okay, everyone, so just having the recap. So right on top of the first one, we have the increase, and I started 3 chains, skipping only 2. No increase, 3 chains, skipping only 2, coming into the 3rd increase. So we're alternating. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increases. Okay, and then after you create your last group, after skipping only 2, I'm continuing to go to 4 chains, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, and back into the 4th one. Okay, and create your 5 double crochets normal. And we'll be doing the same thing to the other edge. So we have to do that 5 increase and skipping only 2 going into the 3rd. We must repeat the same thing what we just done. 3 and 4. Skip 1, 2, 3 into the 4th one and create your 5 double crochets. Now, like I said, when we get to the end, we have to make sure that we have even number of groups or we'll be in trouble. So we need to make an adjustment. We will, okay? But I'll meet you here again just to make sure that you are understanding what I'm telling you. Okay, everyone, so I'm entering the other edge. Again, I'm on that first motive here. Done my 4. Gonna do my increase because we're almost at the end of this first motive. I got like a knot in my thread here. Okay, finally got my knots out. So did the increase, and now we start again. 1, 2, 3 chains. Skip 1, 2 onto the 3rd one. So I did my first increase. Now I'm not doing an increase. So we're going to alternate again. 1, 2, 3 chains. Skip 1, 2 into the 3rd one. And do your increase. Okay, everyone, so I'm at my 43 group. I have 4 increases so far, okay? We have to make an adjustment in order to arrive at the end because we do have these 2 to complete. And I want even numbers, right? So 1, 2, and 3. Just give me a second here to recount this. So during my 4th chain, I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, coming in my 4th. So this would be my 44 group of 5 double crochets. Now, of course, I did 5 increase on the other side. This one has 4. It doesn't change anything. I'm not worried about it. 1, 2, 3. 4 chains, so skip 1, 2, 3 into my 4th, and do your 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 2, 3 into the 4th, and again continue on. With the 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we need to go on the 5th to make that adjustment to complete the first group that we did. Okay, so it doesn't change anything because we did our increases basically almost from the start here. I'm just going to recount to make sure I do have even numbers. It's just a way of adjusting, you know, to get it fixed. So I have my 46 groups. I'm going to cut my thread and I'm going to come in with my lime green. Okay, so we're just going to do the recap so you don't get confused because I know some of you will So we started pretty much the increase on the very first one here, just on the first motive. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 increases. The other side we have 5. It's no problem because I had to adjust 4 groups in order to have the right amount. So I skipped 1, 2 into the third, 1, 2, 3 into the fourth. So I started going into the fourth, and all of them skipped the 3 into the fourth. And here we had the last one, we had to go into the fifth because we had 1 extra. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck in my loose end. So this is a deep lime green, number 23. So you can pretty much start however you want to. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. I'm going to come in, skip this first one here, and I'm coming into the second one, okay? Put that chain behind you from the upper row. And I'm going to do incomplete 3, 4, incomplete double crochets and close it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Again, I'm going to come into the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 incomplete double crochet. So we're starting to build our leaf. We close it, 1 chain, 2 chain. Now, we're going to skip 1, 2, and we're going to come into the middle one here, like that. 1, 2, again, skip 1, come into the middle. We have to keep this stitch behind. I hope I wasn't off camera. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Close it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Again into the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4 incomplete double crochet. 1, 2 chain. Okay. And then we're skipping 1, 2 into the third one. Okay. And then again, 1, 2 chain, skip 1, come into the next one. Do your 4 incomplete double crochet. Some of you have seen me do similar patterns to this, just different base. And close it together. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, come into the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2 chain. Coming up the top one, skip 1, 2, come into the third one. So basically this is all we're repeating because afterwards we'll be hiding. This will be hiding afterwards when we create our flower. This chain back here will be hiding behind the leaf. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we've gotten to the part where we've skipped 2 and went into the third. So I'm going to go just right between both double crochets, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again into the same one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, chain, and single up top. So basically we're just coming in between 1, 2 chain. Again, we have these 2 down here. I'm coming just right between them. Make sure you put that chain behind, away from it. Or chain, and again on the same stitch create the 4 incomplete double crochets. 2 chain, and up top on the 3rd double crochet. Okay, and then you'd come back and do this exactly what we've done here into the middle double crochet. Okay, everybody, I'm coming in with the canary yellow, which is number 16 on collar. I'm going to do a single. You can pretty much start anywhere. Now, this time we have those 4 chains back here. We must grab them all together, both of them, okay? I'm going to do a single. Make sure that you have them tied up together, and 2 chain. So that's my first double crochet. I'm going to have a total of 7 double crochets in here. We're creating the flower. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Pulling my string a bit, coming on that 2nd chain I have here from where I went up, and I'm going to close it, maybe eventually. Goodness, I'm telling you, some days. So I've closed that up, tighten it well. I'm going to come back in, do a single, come back in again, and another single. And again, 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain. If your tension is extremely tight, you can do a 10 chain. Make sure you're grabbing both chains back here and repeat the same thing again. Because afterwards, what's going to happen, we're going to be working again back on the cream over here. And this is going to be coming down this way. So if your tension is too tight, when we close these together here, then, you know, it will be pulling too much. So you got to make sure that it's either an 8 or 10 chain for you. Okay. So 7 double crochets again. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I have my loop covered in the back of those 3 chains, and come in and close it. Come inside of that little space there and create 3 singles. And then repeat again. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain. Grab both loops back here, both chains. And just repeat everything again. Your 7 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, of course, you can do whatever color you'd like with these flowers. You can do purples, lavenders, pinks, orange, you know, and do your 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grab both chains back there and repeat. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like all the way around. Like I said, if you find it's too tight, then do a 10 chain, okay? Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished all the yellow, coming in again with the cream color. And we can start pretty much anywhere you would like. We're going to come in where we have the green chain here, not the beige or the cream color, but just grabbing the green and yellow chain, okay? Inside of this chain, we're going to do 3 more half double crochets, okay? So you can start off whatever way you're used to with your 3 chains or 2 singles, 1 chain, or not 2 singles, 1 single, 2 chain. It's up to you. Into the next one. So we're skipping that single on the green and doing again halves, 3 halves. All the way around will be the same way. So just stretching my thread a bit and doing 3 halves on this side and 3 halves on this side. Chain 2. Again, coming behind that yellow and doing again the halves. Three halves and onto the other side. So 3 halves again, chain 2, and just repeat exactly what we've been doing. 1, 2, and 3. And again on this side of the chain on the green. 1. That's why I had mentioned before, we don't want the yellow chain there to be too loose, or else it would flop in between these these halves here. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around, 2 chain space in between them, and we're good to go. Okay, everyone, so we're just getting into the motif here, and because this is the oval part, we don't want the pattern to be pulling. So I'm right here on the beginning of this motif here, the very first one. And only here on the curves until the other side, we're going to do a 3 chain, okay? Everywhere else on the sides of the, we're doing halves, not double. We're so used to doing doubles, that's what happens. So 3 halves, everything else stays the same. I'm just doing on the oval part, the 3 chain. So the pattern does not pull, okay? 1, 2, 3 chain, and coming into the next one. And we'll be doing on both oval parts at the edges this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3 chain, and then just repeat the 3 halves. On this side, make sure you're covering the chain, the green and the yellow chain, and on this side. Okay, and I'm doing the 3 chain only on the oval, so I'll show you here. Okay, so starting right from the beginning, doing the 3 chain, and I will end it here on this last one also. So we have pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 flowers, okay? And the other side, the same thing. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished all my halves and my 3 chains on the oval part only, from one motif here to the other, and all the other ones are 2. So this row is going to be about double crochet, so single and 2 chain, 1 per stitch. Now where we have the 2 chains, we'll be doing 2 double crochet, and where we have the 3 chains, we'll be doing 3 double crochet. So here we have the 6 half double crochet. That means we're doing 6 double crochets. Here we are doing 2 double crochet and then 1 per stitch. So that's all we have to do to this row. 2 inside of the chain stitch where we have 2 chain stitch, and on the oval we have 3, so we'll be doing the 3 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we pretty much finished. I'm coming back in with the brown, and we're going to repeat what we've done here with the sideways double crochet. So I'm just going to line it up, and I'm going to start right about here. Lined up more or less from the motif here. So I'm going to do we're creating those 3 double crochet groups, so single, and I'm going to do 1 chain only, coming into the next one, doing double crochet, and another double crochet. So I have the 3 double crochets. Now we're doing this sideways, going back to the one before, the stitch before, stretch your thread, exactly how we did on the other one. And we have the sideways double crochet. Skip a stitch into the next one and do your 3 double crochets. Coming back to where you skipped, stretch your thread to the same height, more or less, of the other stitches, okay? Then again, skip a stitch, so it's just a repeat now. Now I'll meet you at the, actually it's just all the same, we're just doing, skipping a stitch and going back with a sideways double crochet. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching the last one, and on my last one we have to make an adjustment also. So we only have 2. Now we could simply close, it's going to look a little bit weird because then it's pulling. So I'm going to skip this one, I'm going to come here and I'm going to do 2 and 1 inside of the sideways double crochet from the first one we did, and then doing this one here. So Very simple to adjust, nothing to it. I'm going to cut my thread. And tuck in my loose ends. Okay, everyone, so coming in with my cream color again. And I'm going to start off on the same direction, more or less, where I have my motif here. So I'm going to do double crochet inside of that space. Really isn't space because we did was double crochet over double crochet. So let's try that again. So we're doing double crochet over double crochet basically, this whole row. So I'm coming in where the double crochet are, the 4 double crochets, single in my 2 chain. And again, double crochet, 1 per stitch. So we have 4 of these motifs. We have 4 double crochet. And just proceed that way until we get to the corner. Because in the corner we'll have to do the increase. 6 increases at the corner where we have these motifs. We'll have to do like 2 together, then 2 together, and then 2 together 6 times, exactly the same amount we have the motifs, but I'll meet you there at the edge. Okay, everyone, so I'm more or less lined up, and I'm going to add another one in the same space, so on the same stitch. So that means I'm going to do 6 increases. We have 6 motifs here at the edges. So I'll be doing 6 increase by adding 2 together on the same stitch, and then 1 per stitch. So when I get about here on this one, again, I'll add 2 together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 7. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6. I don't know what is wrong with me. So we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6, and we're going to continue to add the 6. Okay, 1 per stitch. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my row. Did all my increases following like the line here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I did all my 6 increases. Okay, I'm going to come back in with the brown just because I won't have enough of this cream, or else I would have continued with the cream, but it's okay, no problem. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to come about here, usually where we start, on the same, around the same area. This row, we're going to start with I'm going to start with a single. Sometimes my stitch is just too tight. So single in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. I'm doing single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. I'm going to create groups of 4 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th stitch. Again, we're repeating the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, creating those 4 double crochets. And we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, okay? So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so we're reaching the end, and I need to make an adjustment. There's like 2 more of these to be created, and then I'll show you once it's done so you can understand better. So I'm going to have to jump here. Instead of going on the 4th, I'm going to go on the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th. Dogs are going crazy. Oh my goodness. So did my 4 double crochets. 1, 2. That's the worst part when you're using double thread. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going on my 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going on my 5th. 1, 2, 3, and I'm hooking on that first chain right after my single. And so now we have our 4th in. I'm going to come in that loop with the 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain into the next one. I gotta cut this piece of thread. My scissors no good for nothing. It's just blind. Okay. So 6 chain, coming in the next one here and doing 3 singles. And I wonder if I can get the sliding better. It's just because it makes that shadow. Maybe this is better. So 3 singles on this side, 6 chain, 3 singles, 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coming in the next 5 chain, doing 3 singles. We're just repeating everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain into the next one and singles. We're going to do this all the way around, 3 singles, okay? This is how it's going to be done. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I've cut my thread and I'm coming back in with the yellow. Why not? And I'm going to start where I have those 6 chains. So I'm going to do 10 double crochets inside of these 6 chains. Actually, and all 6 chains will be the same, just to spice it up a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 chain into that first loop of 4 chain, 2 chain, and again into the 6th and create your 10 double crochets. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. And I'll meet you at the end. We're almost at the end of the pattern. Ten double crochets. 2 chain into that 4 chain with a single, 2 chain into the 6 chain with 10 double crochets. Okay, so I will meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, we're going into the last row. Now you have the option, you can use the brown or the green. I'm just going to stick with the yellow for the finishing. So I've closed in with slip stitch, came back in, did a single and 2 chain. And 3 more for my peacock, okay? We're going to skip this next one. So we're always skipping 1 at the beginning and 1 at the end. Double crochet, 3 chain. I'm just going to come around this double crochet without going into the thing, into the stitch. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3 stitch, coming in here, picot, into the next one. 1, 2, 3, in here, picot, into the next one, double crochet, 1, 2, 3. I think it goes way faster this way, and I like this picot this way. And again, next one, double crochet. Like I said, you can do in different colors if you like, whatever colors you used for your pattern. I want the yellow to stick out and brighten up the room, so I think she'll be happy with this. We're not doing the last one, the before last. We're skipping that one too. And we're going directly from here to the first one here. So no picot at the last. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picots. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now we can do it this way because the first one is always harder to get it done. Skip that stitch, the second double crochet, and go into the next one. 1, 2, 3, and into the next one. So we're only skipping the second one here and the second before last. 1, 2, 3. So 8 double crochets and 7 picots. 1, 2, 3. I hope you guys like this tutorial. I had created this out of a few of my patterns and mixed and put them together. So, I mean, I create as I go. For those reasons, sometimes we have to make adjustments. But at the end, it all comes out just beautifully. I don't write patterns. Like I said, it's in my mind, or I get some of my patterns out. Okay, we don't do the last one. Before last, I should say. I get some of my patterns out and I just mix them together. And then from one to the next, just like that. Okay, so I'll have the pictures and a little video at the end on top of my sister-in-law's table because I am visiting them out of the island for a while. And so I will see you in the next tutorial, and I'll leave all the measurements below. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Until next time. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Until next time, take care.